using both feet.
Yeah.
Places his centre of gravity inside the line of his foot,
Yeah.
and away he goes. It's almost like he uses one foot primarily
Yeah.
for taking the braking force, as we see that inside foot there. Then the outside foot is more for the acceleration force. And Cristiano places approximately 5 body weights worth of force through that outside foot towards the next turn.
So in what we're seeing now is he's multi-talented. That's a given anyway with Cristiano Ronaldo, but the way his body works and the way it's built and all the different components that he uses when sprinting affords him the ability to maybe perform in terms of an athletic sprint at the very, very highest level.
Yeah, he's up there. We've seen his speed is up there. We've seen the movement and the agility is up there. He can change direction quickly. He can accelerate and decelerate whilst he's still concentrating on the game.
Ronaldo won by quite a margin. His time over the zigzag sprint was 6.35 seconds. Clearly, his ability to corner at speed gives him an advantage. And fundamental to this is muscle strength. So before the next test, Ronaldo's muscles are going to be measured to see if there's anything unusual.
Okay, Ronaldo, this is Luis.
Hi.
So we want to look at your body. We want to check everything out. What makes Ronaldo special? Okay?
Okay.
This is a state-of-the-art precision 3D body scanner. It uses a laser beam to create a visual profile of the exterior body shape and gives us exact measurements like height 185.1 centimeters, chest 109. Ronaldo has extremely lean, well-defined musculature. He has 3% less body fat than a supermodel. His thigh circumference is 61.7 centimeters, which is well above average. But his calf muscles are less developed, and the scan exposes a fact about their size that surprises Ronaldo.
¿Más la izquierda?
El izquierdo, sí, sí.
Eso es lo que te dice esto.
Having uneven calf muscles hasn't held Ronaldo back. In fact, his body dimensions are part of the secret to his success. He has the long legs of a sprinter, the lean physique of a middle-distance runner, and the powerful thighs of a high jumper. What sets him apart is that he has all those attributes in one body. Like tuning an engine for high performance, Ronaldo has tuned up his body strength significantly over recent years. He's increased his win rate in the air from 40% to over 66%. He can now fly higher than many of his opponents. So next, Ronaldo's explosive jumping ability is going to be tested.
Here we are. Okay, Ronaldo, this is the high jump. Now explain to us how this works.
What we're going to get you to do is a test of lower body power. The higher you jump, the more powerful your legs are going to be. So we're going to place you on the mat. We're going to instruct you to jump as high as possible, give it your maximal effort, and try and land back on the mat again.
This mat is actually a very sensitive pressure sensor that measures takeoff force.
And the key thing is having his hands on his hips, correct?
We're going to try not to use the arms as an extra counterbalance.
So that's why we do this, so that he can't use his arms as elevation.
So
it's
we're
just
trying
about
to
the legs.
Concentrate just on explosive leg power. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
The result is surprising. Ronaldo jumps only 44 centimeters, barely average, with a force at just 1.5 times his body weight. Something's wrong.
So now, this is the thing. You don't jump like that in a game.
Yeah.
We have to make it relevant to football.
Of course, if you jump with 3 hands,
Yeah.
it's better. You jump more, then you're quite limited.
So can you also register that? If I get Ronaldo to jump, if he comes in and jumps up off 1 foot and lands...
We'll get the impact of the pressure as he hits the pressure plate.
Let's try that. Let's try that.
3, 2, 1, go.
Now the results are very different. Ronaldo's body strength enables him to jump 78 centimeters, which is higher than the average NBA basketball player can jump. His takeoff force is almost 5 times his body weight, or 5 Gs, the same as an astronaut goes through at takeoff. But what's more intriguing is what he does in the air.
When he jumps high, he tucks his knees and his legs up behind under his buttocks.
This has the effect of raising the centre of gravity temporarily, but enables him to give this impression of hanging in the air, ready for him heading the ball into the goal.
Excellent.
Good, good, good. Awesome, Ronaldo. Let's move on to our next test.
Very hard, because you have to give 100% everything that you involve.
Ronaldo's muscle distribution and raw body strength contribute significantly to his ability. But the next set of tests will reveal how important his mental ability is to his game, and the results are truly stunning. For the first time, Cristiano Ronaldo is being put under the microscope. Sports scientists are testing the component parts that make him one of the world's most valuable footballers. His body strength has been tested. But now, scientists are going to test his mental ability. How much of Ronaldo's success comes from what his mind is doing on the pitch?
He is as well a little bit air of arrogance, you know, that believe that he is the number one. First, it comes from the fact that you know you can. Deeply inside himself, he knows that if he wants, he can pass anybody.
If you are strong mentally, the quality is coming natural. So I always try to be focused in my game, and my mental is quite good.
To find out how his mental ability contributes to his performance, the scientists are going to start by testing Ronaldo's spatial awareness. They're fitting him with these state-of-the-art eye trackers that will reveal exactly what he looks at when he plays.
Okay, left one.
They are operated by equipment specialist John Ward.
And up to the top. Perfect. That's good.
And running this test is sports psychologist Zoe Wimshurst.
With Ronaldo, he's going to be using all of his senses pretty much while he's playing. Probably around between 80 and 90% of the information that he's taking in will be coming through his eyes.
During this test, Ronaldo is going to try to stop Andy taking possession of the ball, and the technology will reveal how he does it.
So, John, the eye tracker, explain to us exactly how this works.
Okay, so you're both wearing equipment where we have a camera looking at the eye, and it uses infrared light to reflect from the eye. This picks up an image, and we have a camera at the front here that looks at what you're seeing, so yourself and Cristiano. The software will then match those two together. We'll see exactly what you guys are looking at.
Fantastic. Let's do this thing. Okay, let's see if you can keep that ball 5 seconds away from me. Play. That's good 5 seconds. That's a good 5 seconds. That is quality.
There's no doubt that Ronaldo's feet are fast and effective, but what part does his mind play in this ability? The eye trackers show intriguing results. On the replay, the little red dot shows exactly what Ronaldo's looking at.
You'd expect a lot of players to be focused on the ball the whole time. With Ronaldo, he did look at the ball a fair amount of time, but he was much more looking around, looking at the defender and taking in the information from his body, and also scanning for the spaces beyond the defender.
Andy, on the other hand, can't afford to take his eyes off the ball because he doesn't have quite the same ability to predict where the ball is going.